Here's a situation that drives people absolutely crazy. Your air conditioner is blowing warm out of one vent and cold out of another. Or you turn the dial to cold and nothing changes, it just keeps blowing lukewarm no matter what you do. Or it was ice cold yesterday and today, for no reason at all, it's blowing warm like somebody flipped a switch. And you're sitting there thinking the same thing everybody thinks. It must be low on gas. Here comes another expensive AC bill. Let me stop you right there. Because a huge number of the time, this exact problem, the warm air, the uneven air, the temperature that won't respond is not your refrigerant. It's not the gas at all. It's a little electronic glitch inside your climate system, and there's a hidden reset that clears it right up. A reset you can do yourself in about 2 minutes, sitting in your own driveway. And here's the part that's gonna make you mad. A lot of shops will charge you $150, $200 for a diagnostic and then do essentially this exact same reset and send you on your way like they perform surgery. I've been a mechanic for over 20 years. I've had thousands of cars come through my bay. And I can tell you this is one of the most misunderstood problems in the whole car because it feels like something big and expensive is broken when really the system just needs to be told to recalibrate itself. Your mechanic isn't going to teach you this reset because there's $200 on the line every time. You don't know it. Today you're going to know it. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I'll explain in plain English what's actually going wrong so you understand it, because once you get this, it'll make perfect sense why a simple reset fixes it. Then I'll walk you through the reset itself, step by step, 2 different ways so it works on just about any car. And at the very end, I'll tell you how to know when it is not a reset problem, the warning signs that mean something's genuinely broken so you don't waste your time and you know exactly when to stop. That last part will save you a lot of frustration, so stick with me to the end. Before we start, do me a quick favor, hit that like button if your AC is acting up in any of the ways I just described, and subscribe, because I share the free fixes and the honest truth the dealership will never hand you. All right, let's get into it. Now, let me explain what's really happening, because this is the key to the whole thing. On any modern car, and I mean basically anything built in the last 20 some years, you don't control the temperature with cables and levers anymore the way the old cars did. Instead, you've got little electric motors buried behind your dashboard called blend door actuators. Say that with me, blend door actuators. Here's what they do. Behind your dash, there are little doors, kind of like the flaps on a heating vent in your house. And those doors decide how much air flows across the cold AC core versus the hot heater core before it comes out your vents. That's literally how your car mixes hot and cold to hit the exact temperature you set on the dial. Those little doors are moved by those electric actuators, and the actuators are run by a computer, the climate control module. And here's where the trouble starts. Those actuators have to know their exact position, fully open, fully closed, and everywhere in between, so the computer can blend the air just right. But sometimes they lose track. The calibration drifts. The computer gets confused about where the door actually is. Maybe the battery got low, maybe there was a voltage spike, maybe the actuator just glitched. And when that happens, the door gets stuck part way, or the computer thinks it's in one spot when it's really in another. So now what do you feel? You feel warm air, even with the dial cranked to cold, because that blend door is stuck, letting engine heat sneak in. Or you feel cold on one side and warm on the other, because your car has 2 of these doors, 1 for each side, and only one of them lost its calibration. Or you turn the temperature dial and nothing changes because the actuator isn't responding to the command. See how none of that is about refrigerant? The AC part of your system can be working perfectly, full of gas, blowing plenty cold, but a confused little door is mixing hot air right back in before it reaches your face. And the fix for a confused computer is exactly what you'd think. You reset it and make it relearn where everything is. All right, so let's do it. Reset method number 1, and this is the universal one. It works on just about any car, is the battery reset. When you disconnect the battery for a couple of minutes, you cut the power to that climate control module completely. It forgets its confused, glitched up state. And when you power it back up, it wakes up fresh, runs a self-calibration where it cycles those actuators through their full range to relearn their positions and clears the glitch. It's like restarting a frozen computer, same idea. Here's how you do it safely, step by step. First, turn the car completely off, take the key out, or if you've got a push button start, take the fob and set it a few feet away so the car goes fully to sleep. Open the hood, find your battery. Now look at the 2 terminals on top. One has a plus sign, that's positive, and one has a minus sign, that's negative. You only need to touch the negative one, the minus. It's usually got a black cover or a black cable. Take a wrench, usually a 10 millimeter, loosen the nut on that negative terminal and lift the cable clamp off the post. Just tuck it off to the side where it can't touch metal. Now here's the important part, wait. Give it a solid 2 to 3 minutes. Don't rush it. That drain time is what lets the module fully forget its old state. While you wait, you can press the brake pedal a few times, which helps bleed off any leftover power in the system. After those couple minutes, put that negative cable back on the post, tighten the nut back down snug, and close the hood. Now start the car, turn your climate control on, set it to the coldest setting, and just let it run for a few minutes. What's happening now is the module is recalibrating. You might even hear a few soft clicks or whirs behind the dash as those actuators cycle and find their positions again. Let it finish. And 9 times out of 10, that warm, glitchy, uneven air is gone and you're back to blowing cold and even out of every vent. 2 minutes of actual work and you just did the $200 diagnostic yourself. Now, one honest heads up on the battery reset so nothing catches you by surprise. Disconnecting the battery also resets a few other things, your clock, your radio presets, sometimes the automatic settings on your power windows. Your radio might ask for a security code on certain cars, so before you do this, just make sure you know your radio code if your car uses one. It's usually in the glove box manual or you can get it from the dealer with your VIN. None of it's a big deal. You'll just reset your clock and your radio stations. Small price for free cold air. Let me take a quick pause here. If this is already starting to explain the weird thing your AC has been doing, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this reach more people who are about to overpay for it. And drop a comment. Tell me the make and model of your car and tell me exactly how your AC is misbehaving. Warm on one side, won't change temperature, cold then warm, because I read these, and the pattern tells me a lot. Now stick with me, because there's a second reset method that doesn't even need you to touch the battery, and then the warning signs that mean it's time to stop resetting and get it looked at. Reset method number 2, the button recalibration. A lot of cars have a built-in way to force that climate module to recalibrate its actuators without ever popping the hood. It's a specific button sequence that puts the system into a self-test and relearn mode. Now, here's my honest disclaimer. The exact sequence is different for every make and model, so I can't give you one magic combination that works on every car. But the concept is the same across all of them, and it's easy to find the right one for yours. Generally, it goes something like this. You turn the key to the on position, that's ignition on, but engine not running. Then, within a few seconds, you press and hold a specific combination of buttons. Very often, it's the auto button together with the front defrost button. Or you hold down the temperature up and temperature down buttons at the same time. When you hit the right combo, the system goes into recalibration. You'll see the display flash or the numbers count, and you'll hear those actuators cycle back and forth behind the dash as they relearn every position. It runs for 30 seconds to a minute, then it's done, and the system's fully recalibrated. To find the exact sequence for your car, just search your specific year, make and model plus the words HVAC recalibration or blend door actuator reset, and you'll usually find it in seconds. Write it down and keep it in your glove box, because once one actuator glitches, it's handy to know. Either method, the battery reset or the button sequence, is doing the same fundamental thing, telling that confused computer to wake up fresh and relearn where all its little doors are. Try the button method first if your car has one, since it's faster and you don't lose your radio presets. If that doesn't do it, go to the battery reset, which is the big hammer that clears just about everything. Now, once you've done the reset, give the system a fair chance to prove it worked. Start the car, set the driver's side and the passenger side to the same cold temperature and let it run for a good 5 minutes. Feel both sides. Then bump one side up to hot and the other to cold and make sure they actually respond and below different temperatures. That tells you both actuators are moving and calibrated right. If everything's responding and it's blowing cold, and even congratulations, you just fixed a problem that sends most people straight to the repair counter. And now, the part I promised, how to know when it is not a reset problem, so you don't sit in your driveway resetting the same thing 10 times for nothing. Here are the warning signs that something's actually broken and it's time to bring in a pro. Number 1, a constant clicking or knocking sound behind your dashboard that just won't stop, tick, 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 over and over. That's usually a blend door actuator that's physically worn out with a stripped gear inside, and it's trying to move but can't. A reset won't fix a broken gear. That actuator needs to be replaced. The good news is the part itself is often not expensive. It's the labor to reach it that adds up depending on where it's buried. Number 2, you do the reset and the air is perfect for a day or 2 and then it goes right back to warm. If it keeps coming back, that's telling you the actuator or the module has a real fault, not just a one-time glitch, and it needs proper attention. And number 3, if along with the warm air, you've got genuinely weak airflow, or the air is warm out of every single vent no matter what, go back and check the things from my other videos first, your cabin air filter and your condenser, because that's a different problem entirely. The reset is specifically for when the temperature is wrong or uneven, but the airflow is still strong. Match the fix to the symptom. So let's bring it all home. When your AC is blowing warm or uneven or just won't respond to the dial before you assume it's the gas, and before you hand a shop $200, remember what's really going on. It's usually a little blend door actuator that lost its calibration, and a simple reset makes the computer relearn it. Method 1, the battery reset. Disconnect the negative terminal, wait 2 to 3 minutes, reconnect, and let it recalibrate. Method 2, the button sequence. Key to on, hold the right button combo for your car, let it cycle, then test both sides to make sure it took. And if you get that constant clicking or it keeps coming back, that's your sign. It's a worn actuator that needs replacing. Now you know the difference. And nobody can sell you a fantasy. Do this, and there's a very good chance you just turned a $200 shop visit into 2 minutes and $0 in your own driveway with cold, even air for the rest of the summer. Before you go, hit that like button. If this finally explained what your AC has been doing, it means a lot and it helps other drivers find this before they overpay. And drop me 2 things in the comments. First, after you try the reset, come back and write, "It worked," if your cold air came back, so other folks know it's real. Second, tell me what you want next. Do you want me to show you how to replace a blend door actuator yourself if the reset doesn't hold, or how to find the exact button sequence for your specific car? You tell me, and I'll make it. And subscribe, because I've got a whole lineup of these coming. The free resets, the money savers, and the honest truth the dealership will simply never tell you. Thank you for trusting this channel, and thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next one.